Hello everyone, myself Ronak, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. So we will discuss now coordinate geometry. In the coordinate geometry, we will discuss about the first why we need it, and then after that we will discuss to find the position of the any object with the help of the Cartesian system, and then we will solve the problem based on it. Alright, so now look at here. If I will start this Cartesian system, look at here in this diagram. Yeah, I want to find out, or we can say that simply to find out the position of this particular chair. Okay, so to find out this particular chair position, what I can say, I can use a term, it is situated in the third row, first, second, and third row. But the problem is, in the third row, not only this one, we have another chairs also. So this is not the exact position for this particular chair. So otherwise, I can use another term that in the second column, my chair is situated. The first column and the second column, this chair is situated. But again, you can see here in the second column we have another chairs along with it. So to find out the exact definition, or we can say exact position of this one, what can we do? Simply we can use row as well as the column both. So I will start with it. Look at here. I have a 3 in the third row and the second column my chair is situated. So this is the exact position of this particular chair. So now you can see here, for to find out the exact position of this chair, we need the two parameters, one first row and the second column. So in that way we can say in the Cartesian system also we are using the 2D. Okay, in the 2D plan we are using simply to find out any position we need the two parameter. Okay, so before starting this one, first of all we will going to discuss why we need it. Why should we study all these things? It's not only used in the mathematics, it actually have a real life applications also. It will help in the airplane navigation as well as the gaming, in the construction work, and also in medical field also, in lots of fields anyway. If you have observed the report of the CT scan and as well as MRI, then you definitely observe whenever to show the defective point, always they use axis. Two axes will be there and the intersection point will be there. So all that actually belongs to this Cartesian system. So now you can see we have a lots of uses for the office Cartesian system. So definitely if we have a lots of uses, then we have to study it. Alright, so now let's start with the Cartesian system. Look at here, this name actually depends, it's actually on the name of the French mathematician whose name is the René Descartes. So according to their name, because they designed it, so that's why it's called the Cartesian system. Alright, so now we will discuss about it. Okay, I have already told you we need the two parameters, right? So all the parameters definitely they denotes the number, some numerical values. Alright, so now if I want to represent these numerical values, it may be positive, negative, or 0. It can be anything. So as you know, if you know about the integers, in the integers also we can include the negative, 0 as well as the positive. So what I am going to do, simply for the first parameter I need all this value, right, to show the all this value. So what I am going to do, simply I just draw a line along the plane. This is called nothing but the x-axis, and this how it contains the positive values, negative values, and 0. In the same way, for another parameter, I'm going to just draw the another line. This should be perpendicular on this particular x-axis. And look at here, in another parameters also, it also contains the numerical value. So here also you can see what we have, positive, 0 as well as the negative values. Alright, so now look at here, these x-axis as well as the y-axis intersect at particular point. This actually is nothing but the 0. X-axis point 0 as well as the y-axis point is also 0. This is called the origin. Okay, from where it started. Alright, now you can see here after intersection it contains the four part. First part, second, third, and fourth. And these four part actually nothing but the known as the quadrants. Alright, so first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Now look at here. Now I want to find out the position of any point. So let us assume this point. Okay, so how we can find out the position? I have already told you we need the two parameters. So the first one, this belongs to the x-axis, and the second one should be belongs to the y-axis. Alright, the coordinate that on the x-axis, or we can say these are the x coordinates. It also known as the abscissa, and for the y coordinate we can use the ordinate. This term also we can use. Anyhow, Now let's do the point. Okay, so how can I find out the position of this one? Simply you can draw the line, straight line from this point at the x-axis. When we are going to draw the straight line at the x-axis, you can see the intersection point is 3. Okay, so my 3 is the first parameter, or we can say x-axis point. Next, I want to know the second parameter. So for this, what can I do? Simply I am going to draw the line from this point to at the y-axis. At the y-axis where it intersects, this is my y-axis point. So 1 is my y-axis point. So here you can find out two parameters. This 3 is the x-axis point and 1 is the y-axis point. This is 3, 1 is showing the position of this one. In that way, another values also you can see here. Look at this point. Here you can see the x value is -3 and y value is 2. So x is negative and y is positive. So always remember one thing that I am going to tell you now. In the first quadrant, x and y both are positive, but in the second quadrant, x is negative and y is positive. In the third quadrant, you can see both are negative, and in the fourth quadrant, x is positive as well as the y is negative. We should remember all these things. Why? Because we are according to, or we can say on the basis of all these things signs, we easily find out the position. Alright, thank you.